Hey, this is B-Dub, and welcome to the first episode of Clearing Out My Head. Now, I know the first thing you're thinking is, why would I call an audio blog Clearing Out My Head? Well, let me explain. For those of you who don't know me, I've always been a very active kind of guy. For most of my life, I've worked multiple jobs at a time while going to school and trying to juggle life and family at the same time. The past 8 years have been no exception. It started at the Ohio Center for Broadcasting in 2014, where I began to polish my craft of radio broadcasting. Then I moved on to Full Sail University, where I graduated with a bachelor's degree in audio production in 2018. But while I was pursuing my degree, I co-created KW Radio and interned at 99.7 The Blitz. From KW Radio came 3 shows: Banana Needle Gaming, Brawl for All Radio, and Therapy for the Mind, that I was part of in some way or another. After graduation, I went to the Ohio Media School, formerly the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, and worked as an instructor teaching radio and audio production. Then in the fall of 2019, I decided to go to Southern New Hampshire University and pursue my master's degree in information technology, which I will be graduating with this coming fall. But while I have been pursuing my master's degree, a lot has changed. First, of course, the pandemic hit, which caused us to start recording our shows for Brawl for All Radio and Therapy for the Mind over Zoom, which got me thinking, since we are doing these over Zoom, why don't we just turn these into podcasts? Which is what we did. Second, last summer, because of scheduling conflicts, my co-host and I from Therapy for the Mind decided to put it on hiatus. This put a real void in my life because I love doing therapy. It was a fun show to do, and I hope that we're able to bring it back someday down the road. Which brings me to my next venture of freelance podcast editing. I started working with a gentleman last fall who needs some help with editing some podcasts. I did that for several months, and then he didn't need my services anymore. Again, another void. Without therapy, I really needed something to fill that space. I was trying to find another project that I could work on to satisfy me, but it just wasn't there. Then the new year rolled around, and something just hit me. There was so much that was going on around me that I was really driving me nuts, and I needed to get it out. I needed to clear out of my head. So you could say that clearing out my head is like the therapy for my mind. Every episode, I'm basically going to talk about anything and everything. From sports to music to what funny thing my 8-year-old daughter did last week. And trust me, that happens a lot. So I hope you will join me every episode, as you never know what I might speak about when I'm clearing out my head. So until then, this is B-Dub, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to Clearing Out My Head.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!